100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your...
Coach, it is a perfect night here in the capital city of Atlanta, Georgia. We've got the roof open, and we are ready to go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, like 25.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready, 50 seconds to Mike. Bring it, bring it. Got it. Get him, you got it.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Hey, wait.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check 43. 61, matchbox lights.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Cut. 95, Mike, watch 95. So we got man.
From the 27, Brees steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now Brees on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brees. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, it's Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 37.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Space. You got to get moving. You got to get there. Nice 57.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Here we go, it's Gurley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
54, stop!
Now it's Ryan. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hey, Mike 7. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's It's a party now. It's a party.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Breeze. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now left side on the swing pass.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56. Kill.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
From the 35 on second down, Ryan eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready, 280. That's 25. I got one. Ready, set. 54. Ready, set.
Caught by Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Ryan on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Treadwell. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Go.
On third down, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. From the gun, it's Ryan. That one caught. It's the rookie Hunter Renfrow. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
54's Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Breeze to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Mike 54. Coming. Let him go. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Record. Alert 3. 22. 50, got it. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got Smith here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Saints first down.
Ready. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Breeze again. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. Breeze now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
X3, 218, chop. I got you, pop. 95 to Sanders. No, check. He's Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Breeze, a quick throw out to Thomas. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. From the 22, Brees. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Ready, sit down. 57. Mike, 57. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Ready, 280. 57 to Mike. Here we go, D. 58. Here I come again. Here I come again. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They run. It's Gurley. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
I know you ain't got it.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
2nd and 10. At the 49-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They try right side here, Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running with Gurley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Saints will have the football back. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Topper! Mike's 57's Mike.
I smell fear in that offense.
39.
That offense.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Go!
Another carry now for Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Mike 57. Drop deep. Check safety.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Ryan to throw. Jones has it. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Let's go! Focus, defense, focus. 51, Sam! Hey, exit.
Throwing now is Ryan. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with 6 seconds remaining. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Falcons, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next.
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give me.